I'm going to tell you a story about storytelling, so just bear with me on this one. I worked for a group of venues many years ago in the UK. Absolutely amazing company to work for. So many initiatives for staff, community, just all round great humans who had started this company, which, all due respect to them, has now grown to exponential volumes. The care that they have for their team, the care that they have for their community, the care that they have for their story and their roots just brought so much integrity into their business. And no matter how big they got while I was there, nothing changed. It was still the same. They were still taking as much care as they were when they had one venue as opposed to 10 to 15 venues. So of course, as they grew, a lot did change. But what remained the same was their dedication to the integrity of their story, and for everybody who was working under their wing, for them to know exactly the story of the venue that they were working for, the purpose, the mission. I knew the names of all of the dishes. I knew what was in the dishes. I knew the name, the reason why the dishes were called what they were. I knew the history of the owners. I knew the history of the chef. Everything. What was extra special about these people was that, you know, even the directors, the two owners, the OGs who had started this company, if you were with the venue for 3 months, you would then go to head office and you would meet them. And several times they came in venue and they remembered my name, and they had 1,000 staff members at this point. The care they took into making sure that you felt like a valuable part of their team and that you knew their story, it just made you as a team member feel so passionate about the business and about selling the product when you were on the floor with your guests. The whole ethos around their company was to serve others. That was their whole ethos, and they lived what they spoke. They lived what they spoke, and it was just so inspiring working for them and being able to share that experience and to share their background and to share the inspiration of the venue with the guests that walk through the door. The ability for the owners in such a large scale operation to be able to have their teams tell the stories the same way that they would tell the story themselves about the start of their restaurant and about where the roots of their restaurant came from was absolutely amazing. I loved working for these guys. I thought they were absolutely amazing. The storytelling intertwined with an exceptional sequence of service ensured that the level of consistency that they had for every single guest that walked through their doors was unreal. It was great. There was such a smooth feeling to service. You came in, you knew what you were doing. There was clear instructions. There was clear sequence of service. You had all the information that you needed to give everybody an epic service. And it was just so cool. And you know what? This was many years ago, and I still remember the stories today. I reckon I could jump on the floor and give it a go, because the way that they were able to communicate their passion, it just transferred so well into their team, and that in turn transferred so well into the guests that there is now a cult following for these venues, and rightfully so, they are doing amazingly well. So the whole point to me telling you this is the importance of storytelling, the importance of evoking the emotions in your guests. It's just, it's so memorable. It creates memories. If you can tell a great story, evoke emotions, people will remember you, and they're going to want to feel that again, and they're going to keep coming back. And they're going to remember your story. So when they're talking to their mates about the hottest new place to go or where they've been recently, you're the one that they're going to remember. And that comes with that human connection.